family, welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Vikings going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
On second down, here's Goff. And it's caught, Kobe Fleener. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The motion man here, Fleener. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run. Out of the gun, Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Let's go! Brand 38, Ohio, flex round,
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Let's go! Flex round, Ohio!
They'll They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Space to maneuver at the 40. Left side and caught by Flainer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle to Garcon. Touchdown, Vikings. Pierre Garcon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Second down, Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Play action now. Kaiser. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 15 and a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
15 yards through the air and a first down. On the dive, here's the fullback Prosh. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And the tight end has it, Fleener. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now a first down throw. Gone. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll put Jeffrey here in motion left. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. In motion left is Jeffrey. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They go play action. Kaiser going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Cooks with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. The punter now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. 10 yards still left on second down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Gonna let one fly, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Off-play action. Here's gone. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Play action. It's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Here we go.
Our 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and Turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Goff on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darren Lee picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Calais Campbell in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On play action, Kaiser. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Play fake. Kaiser steps away. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And brought in here by Flainer. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Goff now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 38.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Come on, let's go. 190. 190. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ohio.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go. 190. 190.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Treadwell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it on cruise control.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He gets this one to Garcon. That one goes for 24 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just a bit. Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it. Because
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long for Kaiser. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this is going to set up a 1st and goal from the 5. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Play action now. Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now they try the right side here. And oh, it coughed it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Flag 38. Flag 38. Flag round. Flag round.
Now a handoff. Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Johnson. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. they can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Duke Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now it's gone. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Over the middle to Garcon. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. Goff. It's caught by Garcon. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Second down following the incompletion. Kaiser here looking to throw it. Detroit. Brandon Cooks taking it in. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
As they forward.
On second down, Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Left side, Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So it'll be first down here after the run. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a